What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another LEGO YouTube video. I feel like a lot of the time I spend a lot of time showing off and discussing my LEGO sets in my LEGO collection, and not enough about the minifigures, which for the longest time up until my YouTube days was like the big focus of my LEGO collection. So today I thought it'd be fun to kind of like show off I decided to go with like 20 of my most like rare LEGO minifigures. Granted, there might be some that didn't make the list that are a bit more rare than the others, but these are just the first ones that come to mind in my opinion. So, and the ones that I think of as the most rare and expensive, though I'm not entirely sure on the current values of them. But the first minifigure on this list who is my most expensive and most rare is the LEGO Movie 2 version of Harley Quinn. This is a super expensive minifigure. I got her for $60 about 4 years ago, and now she goes for I think like almost 300, and part of that is just because it's a very controversial minifigure. It has some controversial printing on it, but also it's a really detailed minifigure too, and she was locked behind a super expensive set, which was the Welcome to Apocalypseburg set as well. And then kind of my second most rare, or one of my most rare, it's not really in any particular order, is the Dark Knight Joker, but this is the one from 2014. I feel like this one has kind of decreased in rarity a little bit, or maybe not in rarity, but decreased in value a little bit ever since they kind of remade the figure in the newer kind of Dark Knight tumbler set, but still one of my more expensive ones. Another one that's kind of rare but not the most expensive is Superboy. I feel like a lot of people don't really have this minifigure because he was kind of just like randomly released inside this like random Target exclusive LEGO set where you got like, it was like a minifigure cube. You got him and then 3 other LEGO minifigures from the era at this time, and I feel like this is another really cool minifigure and one I'm really happy to have. And then another one is Ultimate Ultron from the original kind of Age of Ultron line of sets. He came in one of the most expensive ones, I want to say, and I think he goes for around $50 now, and he was also appeared in a Comic-Con exclusive set, though the minifigure is obviously not exclusive to that Comic-Con set, otherwise I probably would not have it, but probably my favorite version of Ultron that we have gotten in LEGO. And then not really an expensive minifigure, but just one that I feel like a lot of people don't have is Plastic Man. He's one of my favorite LEGO DC superheroes, I would say. I had a lot of nostalgia seeing him in the Batman and the Brave and the Bold series, if y'all ever watched that growing up, but really cool minifigure. I think he was actually a like promotional polybag that you got. I think you had to pre-order I want to say LEGO Batman 3 or something to get him, but another rare minifigure is Quicksilver, and I remember I bought this guy as kind of a celebration for my TikTok hitting a certain like follower goal or something, but really cool minifigure, the only version of the character that we've gotten in LEGO, and I highly doubt we'll get another one anytime soon, and he goes for around 40 to 50, I think. And then we've got Drax from Guardians 2, who I actually got for $10 back in the day at a flea market, and I'm very happy I was able to get him for such a good price. I think he goes for like 40 to 50 now, though he might have decreased a little bit in the kind of like recent months, but really cool minifigure and definitely one of my favorites too. And I always think of this as one of my like rarest LEGO Marvel minifigures. And then another rare minifigure is the Demogorgon. He gets kind of expensive, it's like $80. And then also Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, who is from 2003, so already a super rare minifigure right there. But like also I feel like it's just so hard to get him in such good condition, which I'm very happy to say that mine is in good condition, albeit he's not the most expensive minifigure, but still really cool. And another one that's kind of rare is the Endor Leia. She's kind of locked behind that Ewok Village set, and she's also kind of expensive, I think like $60 to $70 range, but like her being exclusive to one of the most sought after LEGO Star Wars sets definitely makes her one of my rarest minifigures in the LEGO collection. And then next up we have Zuckuss, who is not really rare, but kind of expensive, I guess. He's like 40 to 50, I want to say, and really cool minifigure. I don't really seem like I'm remaking him, but definitely one of my cooler and more unique LEGO Star Wars minifigures. And then another one that's kind of gone down in value a little bit recently is the original version of Cad Bane that we saw back in 2008. I feel like a lot of the 2008 Clone Wars minifigures are hard to come by now if they weren't released in like battle packs and stuff, and Cad Bane's definitely one of those. I feel like he only really appeared in big sets with the exception of like the Cad Bane speeder bike, and it's just a really unique minifigure. Every part except the legs and the accessories are exclusive to him. And then another exclusive one, or not really exclusive, but expensive and rare, is Zeb from Star Wars Rebels. This is probably one of the most expensive minifigures from that entire sub-theme. I think apart from adult Ahsoka, he is the second most expensive one, and I'm really happy to have him in the collection. I'm really surprised, well, I guess not really, that he didn't make an appearance in the new Ghost, but kind of happy he didn't because he still is rare. And then we've also got this version of Darth Maul who came out in 2012, and I believe he was given away for free at like a New York convention or something like that. I don't really know too much about him, but I feel like this is just one of the most detailed and cool and unique versions of the character that we have gotten in LEGO, and I've seen very few people with this minifigure, so I consider him probably like in my top 5 or 10 of my most rarest LEGO minifigures. And then another one, obvious choice, is Phase 2 Captain Rex. Super expensive minifigure. I actually haven't looked at his value ever since they released the newer one from the UCS Venator, so I imagine he's still kind of expensive and rare just because I prefer this one, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. And then another minifigure is Count Dooku, who is, again, another super expensive one. I got him for like 30 bucks, which was pretty cool. Like, really good deal there, I feel like. And he goes for, I think, like $65, $70 now, and we have not seen him in a LEGO set since 2013. And then another one's Luminara. I have two of her, actually, which is kind of cool. But she was seen in the 2016 Turbo Tank, and she goes for like 70, 80 bucks, I think. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but this is the only version of the character that we have that like is not the light up version and doesn't have like the weird Clone Wars face, so I feel like it's very sought after because of that, and so she's a bit rare. And then also Max Rebo is super rare, though I hear we're getting a remake of this character, so maybe the value will go down, but the rareness probably won't because this is still unique. But really cool minifigure and definitely one of my favorites in the collection, and one that I definitely try to show off whenever I can. He was exclusive to that Jabba sail barge, and another exclusive sail barge minifigure, Slave Leia, who is a little less desirable, I think, than the Max Rebo minifigure, but still a bit on the expensive and the more rare side. And I feel like this is definitely a minifigure that they're probably not going to remake, I imagine. I feel like LEGO has said that they're not going to remake it, or maybe somebody has like quoted them incorrectly or something, but I feel like I heard that she's not getting remade. So definitely one of the more rare ones. And then I could put all the Batman 1 minifigures on here, but like I don't want the whole list to be that. So I'm including Bane, who I feel like is the more rare out of all of the kind of like Batman 1 minifigures I have, because several times on Bricklink I have not been able to find a single listing for that Bane minifigure, and he's a really cool figure. Only appeared in like a super expensive set back in the day for the LEGO Batman 1 theme. So those are kind of like a quick little like run through of like 20 of my most like kind of like rare LEGO minifigures in my collection. Definitely let me know if you want to see like more kind of like minifigure content like this, because I feel like I don't really focus on my minifigures too much and I don't show them off as much as I should. So definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this video. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you are new around here. But that is all for today. Peace out.